Okay, guys, welcome back. We are getting ready to paint or start our Baby Ricky watercolor part 4. Take 1. Action.
You forgot the snow dance part.
Oh, snow dance. Yes. All right. Wait. Cut. Okay. Hey, welcome back, you guys. We're here painting the Baby Ricky watercolor snow dance painting.
Part 4.
Part 4. Take 2. Check. That sound right? Cut. Let's do this again. Okay, guys, we're back painting the Baby Ricky watercolor snow dance scene. Part 4.
5.
Take
4.
Take 3. Action. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
You guys, this painting that's on there right now is last period's finished, or not finished. This was the one where we got to last period.
Wait, so what's our final product?
Well, I didn't show that on the big screen before. I don't have the final one. I gave it to Lydia. Baby Ricky's, mom. Anyway, not her mom. You know what I mean. Her kid. Now, you guys, I'm going to do this one. Now, here, let me just explain the overview. Duncan, pay close attention. Sorry I had to say his name on YouTube. Now, you guys, today we're going to put a few trees in front of that row we did on Friday. Tomorrow, I was planning on making the tree with the branches, right out front. That'll be tomorrow. And I'm sure that we do touch-ups or whatever. We'll be done by Wednesday or Thursday with this and start something new. I have a new plan that has to do with our quote of the day from TC Steele. By the way, there's people at home, the quote of the day was, "I often speak of appreciation both of nature and art as the art of seeing beautifully." So, it's going to be something to do with seeing and drawing what we see. I'll wait and you'll be surprised what it is. I did a video of it remote last year of this drawing. We're going to do next week, but these next few days though, we're going to finish this up, try and wrap up our other watercolors that we might need finished up. Color wise on this, you guys, I went a little bit greener. On Friday you can see I went a little bit brown. I'm going to put trees like right in front of this, right in front of here. Okay? Just kind of building up the little foresty area, the little tree line out there on the snow. But I also want to make it a little less watery. Okay? So concentrate it a little bit more with more paint. So I'm going to do it with brown and green and black. I think it'll be my colors. But I'm going to try and make it basically more paint than water. Or close to it. Okay? A little less see-through. Now, I just kind of, any color you get, if yours ends up more totally different. I had people with bright green. Of course, last Friday, people with purple trees.
What?
One had, well, it kind of looked like those, was it Japanese cherry blossoms, in Washington, D.C. It was very nice. Those are always, whatever your trees end up, it's okay. Now, that turned mine a little bit brown there. I'm going to get more green into there. I'm adding less water, but whenever I go to dip into my paint, I always kind of rinse my brush, so it keeps my paints kind of clean. I don't know if you guys do that or not. I know one girl came up to me on one of my classes and wanted to know how to clean the tray. Now, you could get a wet paper towel and wipe it out, but, if it's all dried on there, you kind of got to get it wet. Okay, so this color is not bad. It's got green and brown and black. It's pretty dark emerald or maybe forest green. I just browned it up again. I might green it again. Thing is, you guys, I'm trying to make it kind of thick. All right. I'm going with it. Now, same thing as we did last week, except I might add I don't know if you guys see on my one from last period, it is a little bit thicker. The trees are a little darker. Okay? So, however they turn out, remember there's no mistakes. During our brain break, last period we were watching Bob Ross. He's famous for saying that, you know. Happy little accidents, or birds. Here we go. I'm darkening this up a little bit more. I could see it was very see-through when I put my first brush stroke on there. So I thickened up my paint just a touch. Alright, and then I'm going to try and get the tree in here. I almost kind of went for the blank space here. This tree's going off the page. Okay? Just to kind of make it look like I didn't just cut off the page there. So I'll just kind of paint it off the page. And if it seems a little bit too watered down, I'll add a little bit more paint. Also, on my coat of paint from last week, some of my paint tends to want to bead up on there, like it's waxy, like it's not letting the water stick, or watercolor. So I might go over it a little bit more if that happens. It must have something to do with that particular brand of paint we have. Now, some of you guys at home, we got to talk about this. We had several people get quarantined the other day, so there's more people watching out there, I know. And of course, it's very serious. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell. No, I'm just kidding. I was kidding about that. One thing I want to say, because you're home, you might not have your paint. If you don't, you could draw, you could do a free draw or something. We'll keep your painting here safe. I had one student is going to have his parents come pick up his painting. I got it to the office and they're going to pick that up. But if you're not in that kind of position, I will save it for you. It will be here when you get back. We will be working on this for the next couple days. I will always keep on canvas and let you know what we're doing, okay? I think today I wrote in there that you could, if you didn't have stuff to paint with, you could free draw. Alright? Next project, we're going to do the same kind of thing where we draw along with me.
We were drawing?
But we're going to draw. So that'll help out the quarantine people, because all they'll need is a pencil and some paper. And you guys that are here with me right now, I have pencils and paper, so don't worry if you're worried. I don't think you were. Anyway, so you can see here on the right side of this one, it is the paint I put down on Friday is not wanting to accept this paint. So if I just go over it again, it'll help it out a little bit. Alright? And I've got two trees there so far. And actually on this one I can see it did that down at the bottom. I might just go and just add a little bit more where it's trying to bead up on me. I call it beading up, like on a car that's all shiny and waxed. When the rain hits it, it's kind of like it's beating up like that. So, I'm going to add another little tree here. I'm kind of trying to not necessarily cover the gaps, but close. Maybe I'll put a little one here. Now, it's a snow scene, so we do want some white areas. So, are there any questions so far? Oh, good. Nobody has any questions there. If anybody has any at home, you could put them in the comments. Actually, I think they make me turn comments off. I made this video for kids, which turns the comments off. It is part of that, some of the YouTube settings. I think settings is the word for it. Here I'm going to go ahead and put a little line a little bit lower than my last hill. Turns it a little bit green. Let's see, I'm checking my time now, folks at home. Oh geez, I gotta get moving. Here in class, we only have about 13 minutes before it ends, so I really need to finish these trees probably in the next 10 minutes and clean up in 3. Oh, by the way, thinking about our next picture, we are going to draw something that you can see. We're going to be, in art, they call that drawing from life. We're going to draw something that we're actually looking at, like a still life, kind of. And we tried to do that last year with your portraits. You guys remember the portrait paintings. So some of the terms will be similar. I kind of like these trees, how they're turning out. They're not super realistic. They're not real impressionistic, but they're, I don't know, they're different. I'm going to put another little one right in here to kind of break up that real light area. And again, if I feel like my paint's getting too thin or too see-through, I can add a little more pigment to it. Now, if anybody's watching at home from another class other than 4th period, you have to admit how nice this class is. It's really quiet. This is actually a class with 12 or 13 kids in it right now. Normally a class of over 20, I think. But we lost quite a few in quarantine. Now, down here at the base, I'm just going to kind of put something there, look like it belongs there. And then I'm going to move over to the other side and do the same thing, but I ended up putting 1, 2, 3 medium trees, 2 small trees. Over here, maybe I won't do as many. Maybe. I'm going to do one off the edge again, you guys, but a short one. Kind of a short one off the edge this time. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, I'm going to put a little green down here too, just see if we like it or not. Now maybe a little bigger tree. Alright, I'll get one here. This little row of trees I'm making a little bit skinnier. I kind of like my trees in the back. I don't want to cover. If you really like something, you might not want to cover it too much, right? But it's your world. Paint it how you like it. Now, you guys, another thing we need to think about here soon is art shows. I know we have an art show coming up, probably the end of this month, but I think it's going to be virtual, so I'll be probably sending some pictures of your paintings in for that show. And that one, I think I'm usually limited to about 8 people, so we'll see if it's still limited being virtual and all. I'll also have one, well, I don't know what they'll do with Fine Arts Night. If we can't have fans, maybe I'll have to just post a bunch of them. So I was wanting to hang all these up in the hallway, you know. But I might take pictures of them all too to post. I think, and I still haven't done that with any of our Canvas or our remote learning ones, because last year I did make little videos. Of course, I was at home all day instead of at school. There we go. I'm gonna make sure to put at least one more. I'm gonna put at least one more here. I think one more. I won't make it that big. It's gonna be a little baby one. Sounds like next door they're watching a cartoon or something. So I'll probably put it about right there. And then I'll look. You know, I feel like I got a big gap between these two. I'll put another little one here. It's just overlapping that tree. So, you guys, the way we get this feeling of depth, as we talked about last week, we have the trees way in the distance are really small, the trees close to us are bigger, and we also have kind of an atmosphere where things far back are a little fuzzier, and just overlapping things can cause that feeling of some depth between things. So these trees overlapping the other trees, overlapping the other trees, overlapping the mountains, overlapping the sky, possibly the moon or the sun. All those things work together for that. Now, I've got a couple minutes left. I'm just thinking about, where these things beaded up, am I okay with that? Or do I need to add a little more color where it might have beaded up too much? And I could always go back and touch-ups, you know, hit it with a couple little lines, or where it's faded a little bit. Now, you guys that just put yours up there, did I already pick up last period?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, perfect. I just want to always make sure that we keep them separated by class, because it's been pretty smooth handing stuff out this way without having them all mixed up. Now, you guys, it is about time to clean up. And you guys at home, we will make another video tomorrow. Probably, it could be our final video of this painting, possibly. I'll let you know tomorrow at the end of that. So, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the little bell.
Baby Ricky says hi.
And Baby Ricky says hi. So, you guys, we'll tune in tomorrow, same art time, same art channel. See ya.